work around it. They go on.
We're not victims, we're survivors. And survivors keep on living life. And we're survivors.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again next Friday at 9, 8 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. President Barack Obama and China's President Xi Jinping holding a joint news conference at the Rose Garden at the White House following a busy morning routine that included a formal military welcome and high-level meetings in the Oval Office. President Obama said words must be followed by actions when it comes to the threat of cybersecurity against companies inside the United States. The two world leaders say they have reached a common understanding not to conduct or knowingly support cyber theft, end quote. But President Obama insisting that more work is yet to be done in this area. Overall, President Obama says that the visit was extremely productive.
Today, we have, I think, made significant progress in agreeing to how our law enforcement and investigators are going to work together, how we're going to exchange information, how we are going to go after individuals or entities who are engaging in cyber crimes or cyber attacks. And we have jointly affirmed the principle that governments don't engage in cyber espionage for commercial gain against companies.
The President and Mrs. Obama will host a black tie state dinner in honor of the President Xi and his wife this evening at the White House. House Speaker John Boehner says it was only this morning that he decided to resign. Boehner said that his fellow House Republicans were, quote, shocked when he informed them that he will step down as Speaker and from his seat in Congress at the end of October. The Speaker telling reporters that decision is meant to help preserve Congress as he faced a revolt from the most conservative House members over his leadership. Bob Boehner insisting that he was not forced from the job. He had always planned to resign at the end of the year. Rapid City Police are continuing their investigation into a homicide that happened Wednesday night. Now the police department says that addressing the latest violent crimes will require community-wide effort. NewsCenter1's Caroline Patricus has our story tonight.
Basically, a person has been beaten to death and left to die.
A homicide late Wednesday night is officially the 6th murder in Rapid City so far this year.
Already this year, 6 homicides in 1 year, and we still have 3 months left. That just is not a good thing for our community.
Charles Quiver found dead around 9 p.m. near 1st and North Street, assaulted with a baseball bat. Witnesses tell officers 2 men were seen running from the scene. And now police say they need the public's help to address 2 separate murders, each happening just within 7 days of each other.
Right now, on the 2 current cases that we have, we need help from the community. We need information in order to solve these cases.
He's also calling on local community leaders to address the problem of minority victimization.
In the past 3 years, 13 out of 14 of our homicide victims have been Native American. And that is of great concern to me, and I know that is of great concern to the community.
But another issue the Rapid City Police Department is facing. Criminal activity is on the rise.
Last year in 2014, we had approximately 300 aggravated assault arrests in our community. That's almost 1 per day. Our drug arrests last year were at the highest level that they've ever been before, and we find that in almost all of our homicides, drugs or alcohol are involved.
And anyone with more information on that case is being asked to contact Rapid City Police. Their number 394-4134, or you can send your tip anonymously by texting RCPD and the information to 847-411. The Rapid City community is gathering Sunday for a sunrise prayer vigil for violence awareness. That's happening this Sunday. You can head to our website at newscenter1.tv for those details. Meantime, funeral services have been set in the 6 South Dakota deaths resulting from what authorities are classifying as a murder-suicide. Authorities say they believe Scott Westerhouse shot his wife and 4 children last week and then set the family home on fire near Platt before shooting himself. Those services taking place tomorrow morning at the Platt Geddes Elementary School Gymnasium. The bodies of the couple and their children were discovered in the burned ruins of their home that morning of September 17th. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Friday, after basically a downward direction and tent to the major indexes this week, we see the Dow Jones rebounding today, 113 points, 16,315 on the close. The Nasdaq Composite down 48 on a bifurcated market to 4687. The S&P holding mostly steady, losing a single point to 1931, and gold is down 70 cents to $1,145.50 on this day of trade. South Dakota state legislators are asking the public to provide input on changes in education reform and taxation. They are expressing concerns currently regarding the role of taxation in the funding of kindergarten through 12th grade education in South Dakota. Recent property tax assessment increases and increases in the county levy will be analyzed, and discussions surrounding the Blue Ribbon Task Force concerning a sales tax increase will also be discussed. The public is invited to attend and take part. That's scheduled for Tuesday at 1:15 at the Eagles Club in Rapid City. Knollwood Elementary is celebrating a school status update. They've now been removed from a focus school status to progressing status based on the results of the statewide testing. Students and faculty at Knollwood have been working toward the status update for 3 years, but they say the change doesn't mean much. Teachers say they'll continue pushing their students just as hard.
We're not a focus school anymore, which means we had things to fix and we fixed them, and now we're out of being focus school status. And lots of the same good work we were doing, and really telling the kids how important it is to do your best.
The staff and students celebrating their hard work in their classrooms and always encouraging future progress as well. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us. I think by saying it doesn't mean much, they mean in terms of their future intent to continue with the standard of excellence that they've set forth. They don't mean that they didn't celebrate today, because they certainly did, and it's well deserved.
Yeah,
so
you bet.
That's a good deal.
And the weekend.
Talk about excellence. Weather's been pretty excellent, Bob.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, we got an excellent weekend in store for you folks, both Saturday and Sunday. But some changes are on the way Monday. So if you're going to be out and about this weekend, and why not? The weather's going to cooperate. Yeah. Check out the Black Hills. Here, this is Spearfish Canyon, and 90% color saturated at the present time. This is the weekend to go out into the Black Hills. Not necessarily Spearfish Canyon, but you're not going to regret going there, but we have a number of areas throughout the Black Hills that's going to look just as nice as Spearfish. So head on out in the Black Hills and just enjoy the first few days of fall.
See, that's the secret, Bob. The gold rush never really ended in the Black Hills, especially in the fall.
That's right.
Get out and see all the golds and yellows and all that good stuff.
Yes.
What a beautiful picture from Jerry Boyer. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
Is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better, where you'll find great savings on just the right mattress. Get a queen-size Simmons Beauty Sleep Plus Euro Top mattress set for just $3.99. Or experience recharging sleep on a Beauty Rest queen-size mattress set with air-cool foam and gel touch foam for only $5.99. Plus, get 2 years no interest and a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better. Now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
What I love about bow hunting is the challenge, the physical challenge, the mental challenge. I love the fact that it's not easy. 12 years it took me to shoot a trophy whitetail buck. It's what I breathe, eat, sleep, bow hunting. When I'm working with a customer, I want my passion to rub off on them. I am Brandon Carlson, and I'm one of the archery experts at Shields.
Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. Made in Burlington, Iowa, this 30-element TV antenna withstands tough outdoor conditions and is effective up to a 65-mile broadcast signal radius. $49.99. Storm windows are an easy project that can save you up to $26 per window each year. Check out our selection of Larson storm windows, all on sale. Get this 24 by 39-inch window with energy-saving low-E coatings for $49.99.
Save big money at Menards.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Sometimes your home comes together perfectly. Every aspect beautifully placed, every detail expertly crafted. And sometimes when you get no interest for 30 months or savings up to $500 on HGTV home flooring by Shaw, everything just seems to fall into place.
At Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
A Hollywood blockbuster that's in theaters right now tells the story of one of the bloodiest eras in organized crime in the United States. It was a time of warfare between the Irish and Italian crime syndicates in Boston, and it involved the reign of Irish mob boss Whitey Bulger. One local woman actually had a ringside seat to that history as she watched her own husband become a target of mob violence. That would ultimately bring their family to the safety and seclusion of the Black Hills of South Dakota. Recently, I sat down with Carol Simpson to hear the remarkable story now depicted in the Johnny Depp movie, Black Mass.
No. You said to me, this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom.
For Carol Simpson of Rapid City, they seem memories of another lifetime. Images now depicted in the Johnny Depp movie Black Mass.
An alliance between me and the FBI. No, between you and me.
Events that Carol Simpson watched play out in Flesh and Blood.
John, do you know what I do to rats? It ain't ratting. I can help you.
Yeah, after all these years, it almost seems unreal, but I did live through it, of course.
In 1960s-era Boston, Carol Simpson was Carol Fitzgerald, married to Boston defense attorney John Fitzgerald Jr., a man literally caught in the crossfire of the mob war between the Irish and Italian families.
Boom!
Fitzgerald was defense attorney for this man, Joe the Animal Barbosa, one of the most notorious and brutal hitmen for the Italian mob. In 1967, Barbosa was arrested and imprisoned on a concealed weapons charge. What happened next would set in motion a chain of events that would nearly kill the man she loved.
They put him in jail and then in prison for carrying concealed weapons. And his family, the mafia brothers, so-called brothers, did not come to him and get him out. So he turned against them.
Instead of pulling strings to get Barbosa out of trouble, the Italian family disowned him, an act of betrayal that would turn Barbosa into snitch and star witness against the Italian families, marking his attorney, John Fitzgerald, a target for death.
He was going to go to his parents' house for dinner that night, and he got out to his car, and he got in the car, and he turned on the ignition, and the bomb went off. The end result was that he lost one leg, and the other leg was broken at the ankle, and so he could not actually walk out of the car.
After surviving the bombing and testifying against the mob from a wheelchair, it became clear the Fitzgeralds would never again be safe in Boston, moving to South Dakota in 1972.
So we really didn't want to come here, and we thought it was temporary, but then we found out it was permanent. So I'm glad it was permanent because this is a beautiful place too.
In the wake of the 1972 flood, John would work with the Small Business Administration and eventually become a circuit court judge. Their son John becoming prosecutor and Lawrence County State's attorney since 1990. 40 years later, still marveling at the harrowing events that changed the course of their lives, now depicted in a movie that Carol says is remarkably true to life.
What I knew about their activities was brought out, and I thought the actor who played Bulger was absolutely right on the mark. What I knew about them, what I knew about him, Whitey Bulger, this actor really played it. I think he played it to the hilt.
Look at his face.
That is an amazing performance by Johnny Depp, already being mentioned in some of the pre-Oscar buzz this go-round. We'll see what happens with that. After 31 years of marriage, Carol and John Fitzgerald divorced in 1985. She later became Carol Simpson, marrying Frank Simpson in 2003. The 50th annual Buffalo Roundup kicking off this morning. The streets and hillsides of Custer State Park packed with people from all over the nation and even around the world, as over 1,200 buffalo passing crowds early this morning. Unseasonably warm temperatures resulting in a slower roundup, as several breaks had to be taken to keep the buffalo and the horses from overheating. And looking back on 50 years of the popular event, organizers say we can't forget the reason the roundup began in the first place.
And, I'm kind of proud of the things that the park's been able to do along that line. And I'll also say, that this long history in this 50 years of the park managing the herd this way and actually being able to sell bison live, I'm pretty proud of the fact that the park's had a significant role in the recovery of bison across North America by distributing live animals to ranchers across the country.
And if you missed the roundup this morning, you're not too late to catch the action. Festivities as part of the Buffalo Roundup, as we know, continue throughout the weekend. Sunday, of course, the ever-famous Buffalo Chili Cook-Off. Well, it's also the season of pumpkins, this weekend marking the Great Downtown Pumpkin Fest. That's taking place tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. That event will last until 4 o'clock, and it is the largest festival that Main Street Square hosts during the entire year. New to this year's event, a taste of pumpkins. The Chef Challenge will begin at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
All sorts of chefs from the fine dining establishments kind of compete to kind of win the crown of who can make the best pumpkin dish. It's that time of year where everything is pumpkin, and they're really going to kind of lean into that. They'll have everything from desserts to savory sides to main courses, and they'll all be using pumpkin as their main ingredient or as a complement to a main ingredient.
And the event includes a pumpkin weighing contest as well. Last year's winner coming in at 887 pounds. Will that number be topped this year? Think of all the moisture we've had this year, and think how that possibly could factor into the size of some of the squash that are going to be brought in for that contest. You can find out tomorrow night right here on NewsCenter1 at 10 with our Caroline Patrikas. Well, Bob Riggio in next with a look at your weekend forecast. Stick around.
Rushmore Honda is moving to our new location soon. We'd rather sell our inventory than move it. You'll save big. Shop over 110 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports and domestics, including 35 Honda certified pre-owned. Buy a 2010 Dodge Journey SXT all-wheel drive $10,995, an 09 Toyota Yaris $59,995, or an 11 Chevy Impala LS $10,995. Shop early for best selection. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Still open at 123 Omaha and online at rushmorehonda.com.
Start the season off right at Cabela's Fall Savings Event. Gear up with deals like $50 off Herter's 600-gram breathable hunting waders, $40 off Bigfoot B2 full-body Canada Goose decoys, 20% off select camo accessories, and 40% off Cabela's Alaskan Guide sleeping bags. Savings this big won't last long, so hurry into Cabela's Fall Savings Event. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
It's one big tent sale and store-wide clearance at Fisher Furniture. We're clearing our floors and making room. The giant sales tent is up, and through Saturday at all 3 Fisher stores, you're gonna save big. No, you're gonna save so big. Under the tent and in the stores. Save on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and TVs. Get the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota, plus special 3 years interest-free financing inside all 3 stores. It's a big deal. The one big tent sale and store-wide clearance, but it ends Saturday at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, we've been helping South Dakotans get ahead financially since 1941. We offer a range of services that meet your individual needs, from friendly tellers and knowledgeable lenders to free online bill payment, mobile check deposit, and we're now proud to offer Apple Pay. We're right here with services at your fingertips and strong rates designed to help you make the most of your finances. Black Hills Federal Credit Union. Join the family.
She said yes. You're the best man.
I got this. Nissan Sentra. With push-button start, Bose Premium Audio, and hands-free text messaging assistant. Choose Sentra, J.D. Power's highest-ranked compact car in initial quality. Get 0% APR for up to 72 months. Sentra, step it up.
You're the man.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, how do you want your moon this Sunday? Well, supersized. Yeah, we got. I just thought of that. We got a super moon, a full moon is going to be supersized Sunday, and this is the closest and largest full moon of the year. The moon will be visible right after sunset this Sunday. So we're going to have a supersized moon. Bring out you don't need a big old powerful telescope. I think if you got some binoculars, you could get a real nice close-up of the surface of the moon. 79 today, 48 the low temperature, 6:43 sun up, 6:44 sun down, and 58 out at the airport, clear skies, and the winds are out of the south at 11. Here's the big picture. Here's the problem across the southeast. We have this stationary low pressure area. It's been sitting there for a couple of days, producing quite a bit of rain in the Mid-Atlantic states, down in the Carolinas. We'll fly in and take a little closer look at what's going on. You can see the rain spreading across North Carolina up into Virginia, West Virginia, then back down to Kentucky, Tennessee. Columbia received a record amount of rain today, and that caused all kinds of problems in Columbia, South Carolina. We have some video. Let's bring it on up. There you have it. The streets are flooded, and the schools were closed, and some areas lost a little bit of power. Look at it, man, it looks like a river right there, doesn't it? And they expect over the next couple of days another 1 to 2 to 3 inches of rain down in Carolina, Columbia, Carolina. So their problems are not over. Okay, let's come on back. There's that low pressure area, and now we'll see what it's going to do. It's just going to sit out there, weaken a little bit, but it's still going to be quite unstable across the Carolinas. So more rain for those folks. As far as we're concerned, we have high pressure over the top of us tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures warming up rather nicely into the middle to, in some communities, upper 80s. And then Sunday, again, high pressure over the top of us. That means another beautiful day on Sunday. That front that we just seen up there, that's going to come down on Monday. That's going to bring the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms and some cooler temperatures, and that's reflected in the upper levels. There goes the jet down to our south, and that'll open up some cooler temperatures next week, and we'll be looking at that and feeling those much more fall-like temperatures next week. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills: 89 Buffalo, 84 Phillip, 83 down in Pine Ridge, 82 Hill City, 88 Deadwood, 89 Belle Fourche. Sturgis could be the hot spot in the Black Hills tomorrow, 91 degrees. 56 tonight, mostly clear. Should be a rather lovely evening this evening. And tomorrow, let's see what we got. 86, plenty of sunshine, warm and a little bit breezy with those winds out of the south, 10 to 15, gust 25. Tomorrow night, 58, a few clouds, but another comfortable evening in store for us. Sunday, another beautiful day. High temperatures in the lower 80s, 82. Then we're going to cool it down Monday. 66. There's a possibility of a few little showers on Monday as well as that cool front works its way across the area. 67 on Tuesday. Then we're back up into the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with lots of sunshine.
Looking pretty good.
Very nice.
Not much we can complain about at this point. And we get, you know, I can't remember the exact count of the days, but we have Christmas. It counted down the number of shopping days until Christmas, and it was an astonishingly low number, Bob. I was astounded.
It's going to flies, doesn't it?
Going to be here before we know it.
I know.
We'll be right back with NewsCenter1 Sports after the break.
Ready?
Oil change, then tire place, then brake shop.
See you next week.
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. From oil to repairs, Meineke's your one-stop shop. Come in now for a basic oil change for just $14.95. Meineke, on with life.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing, best V8 horsepower, and has Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year? Ram.
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
Oh.
Here's the answer. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus find your bonus tag and get $4,000 cash allowance on select Silverado 1500 crew cabs in stock.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up.
Discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better. Get a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase, or a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Plus, get 4 years, no interest. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better, now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin of the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Greg.
Welcome to Delicious.
Ready?
Oil change, then tire place, then brake shop.
See you next week.
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. From oil to repairs, Meineke's your one-stop shop. Come in now for a basic oil change for just $14.95. Meineke, on with life.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the St. Thomas More and Custer football teams have provided some memorable matchups over the years, but when the Black Hills Conference was split into 2 divisions, it seemed to mark the end of this classic rivalry. However, tonight the 2 teams met on the gridiron for the first time in 3 years. St. Thomas More defeated Custer 34-14 during their last meeting back in September of 2012. Custer with the ball, Alex Kortemeyer pressured, so he's forced to pass. And this one is intercepted by Kyle McGuire, who returns it to the Wildcats' 30-yard line, and the Cavaliers off to a great start in this one. Now Preston Airdy goes to work for St. Thomas More. He pitches it to Jake Anderud, who runs around the outside. He turns this into a 23-yard touchdown. That made it 7-0, STM on top at that point. Later on, Grayson Trandom takes the handoff for Custer, but he's quickly wrapped up by Connor Nedved for a 4-yard loss, and St. Thomas More stays perfect on the year with a 57-13 victory over the Custer Wildcats. Well, across town at O'Hara Stadium, the Central Cobblers face Sioux Falls, Washington tonight for homecoming. Second quarter action, Seth Benson with the handoff to Tupac Kapaya. He takes this one 28 yards before being tackled by Ryan Richards, but that was good enough for a Sioux Falls first down. Later on, now Benson on the keeper. He runs this one straight up the middle and picks up 12 yards for another first down. And finally, the Warriors cap off the drive with a 15-yard touchdown run by Kapaya in Washington all over the Central Cobblers tonight. Final score 62-7. And around the Black Hills this evening, top-ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt hammered Rapid City Stevens 40-9, plus Belfouche improves to 5-0 with a 24-point win over Hot Springs. Elsewhere, winner Top Chamberlain by 46, 52-6, and it was Todd County all over Cheyenne Eagle Butte 45-14. In other action, Mobridge Pollock finally wins its first game of the year. The Tigers knocked off Jones County White River tonight by 40 points, and Bennett County upset Little Wound 33-14. Back to more football action now. Spearfish looking for their 4th straight win as the Spartans hosted 5th-ranked Mitchell. The teams traded punches in the first quarter. After a touchdown by Mitchell, Spearfish responds with a 1-yard touchdown run by Zeph Irion, and that tied it up at 7 apiece. Under 3 minutes to play in the first now, Corey Hoffman airs it out, and Jackson Rosencrantz makes a leaping catch for the touchdown. That was a 31-yard score. After the 2-point conversion, the Spartans retake the lead 15-7. Back the other way we go now. Spencer Negebauer takes the handoff, runs it straight up the middle for a 12-yard score, and that cut the Spartans' lead to 2, 15-13. Then on the ensuing kickoff, the Spartans fake the reverse, and Dylan Reiners outruns everybody. He returns the kickoff for another Spearfish touchdown. The Spartans go up 22-13 in the first quarter, but Mitchell rallies to beat Spearfish tonight, 49-42 in a high-scoring affair. Meanwhile, over in Sturgis, the Scoopers celebrated homecoming tonight by taking on the Douglas Patriots. In the first quarter, Branson Taylor drops the ball and nearly loses it for Douglas, but instead he picks it up, cuts back, and scrambles 32 yards for the touchdown. The Patriots go for 2 but didn't make it, so that made it 6-0 at that point. Jumping ahead to the second quarter now, the Patriots threatening. Tucker Severson rolls out of the pocket and decides to keep it himself for the 5-yard touchdown. Douglas goes up 12-0 at that point, and the Patriots spoil the Scoopers' homecoming tonight. Final score, 26-7. Back to more scores now. Phillip remains perfect on the year with a 34-14 win over New Underwood, and Bison rolled over McLaughlin tonight. Final score 55-0. Meanwhile, number 2 Harding County, no problem with Hill City. The Ranchers win that one by 50. Also, Faith edged Timber Lake 28-26 is your final score. In other action, Rapid City Christian falls to Stanley County by 42. The final score was 49-7. Plus, Edgemont powered past Kadoka area by a final score of 50-28. And finally, Potter County improves to 500 on the year with a 38-point win over Hitchcock Tulare. And Sully Buttes downed Kimball White Lake 40-28. We posted more scores on our website at newscenter1.tv. Shifting gears to cross country, the Rapid City Invitational was held today at the LaCroix Links Golf Course. We'll start with the girls varsity. Kelby Rhinus, an 8th grader from Mandan, captured first place honors in a time of 19 minutes 31 seconds. Elizabeth Yoder of Dickinson was second, followed by Kendra Dykstra from Rapid City Stevens. Moving on to the boys varsity now, Chance Dooley of Custer ran away with the title. He posted a time of 16 minutes 33 seconds. Andrew Cottier of Stevens finished second, just ahead of Colin Schock of Dickinson. By the way, Rapid City Stevens captured both the girls and the boys team titles today. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
The model year closeout is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMDs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierra and drive a new Buick for only $299 a month with no money down. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Want a smart way to dress up a room? Buy now and get a 3-piece package for as low as $199. Lots of rugs are half off. Visit Flooring America today to shop smart and buy smarter.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 courses for only $1.29 each. And dessert too! Arby's, we have the meats.
The Honda For You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda For You sales event.
NewsCenter1 is now streaming live at 6 a.m., 5:30, and 10 p.m.
Another beautiful weekend in store for us. 86 tomorrow, lots of sunshine. 82 on Sunday. Head on out to the Black Hills and enjoy all those beautiful fall colors. Drive carefully because there's going to be a lot of people slowing down, checking out the colors. 66 on Monday. A cool front will be coming through. A slight chance for a few little showers on Monday, and 67 on Tuesday. It looks like the coolest a couple of days in the 7-day. Then we're back up in the 70s. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Once again, plenty of sunshine.
So really, this is the Spearfish Canyon weekend.
This is it, yeah.
Get out and enjoy. Have a great night.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
Now, I don't know anything about ads. The trees, perennials, landscaping, I'm your guy. But Mid-Continent Business Solutions made it happen. My rep learned about my company, then her team came up with what to say. Midco's crew who shot the commercial knocked it out of the park. We even won an award. For a guy who doesn't know advertising, I've got a great commercial.
Affordable, award-winning TV ad production by Mid-Continent Business Solutions. See our work at midcontinent.biz.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
It's official. Now at Carl's, you can score more savings.
First of all, you get instant savings on all major brands.
Save hundreds of dollars on select bundles and packages from Carl's.
You get exclusive Carl's rebates, in addition to free delivery and installation rebates from all major brands.
Remember, at Carl's, the more you buy, the more you save.
Don't let the clock run out on these deals.
Score more savings now at Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.